Hello guys, in my previous video we saw how to create multiple widgets in a row. So there I have added 3 widgets in a row which is in the main axis, which is horizontal, and cross axis is from top to bottom, which is vertical. Please remember, for the row widget main axis is from left to right and cross axis is from top to bottom, and for the column widget main axis is from top to bottom and cross axis is from left to right. So in this video I am going to explain you how to arrange widgets in column widget and what are the main properties in column widget. So let me replace this row with a column and see what will happen. Let me save and run this. It is just opposite to the row widget. So all the widgets have arranged in the main axis. So I am going to change this title to column widget. So let me delete all this content and explain you in detail of column widget. So here I am going to add some containers. So I am going to use a property called children so that you can add list of widgets in this. Widgets, and within the square brackets add a container widget. In this, use child property to add text in container. So I am going to add text widget. In that I am going to type widget 1. Okay, so I am going to use a property called color to add color to the container. So colors dot yellow. Okay, you can also use padding property to give space between the text and the boundary of container. It looks better. So this is a container and I am going to add 2 more. Let me copy this and add a comma. So you have to add a comma after this container and add a comma here and paste it. So these are the 3 containers I am going to add in column widget. So let me change its color and its padding property to 40 and text to widget 2. In the container 3, let me change its color to orange and I am giving 60 pixels. So text to widget 3. So that's fine. So let me save and run this. See, all the widgets have grouped in the main axis. So for column widget, main axis is from top to bottom, and there are a lot of properties in main axis alignment to keep these widgets at the center or at the end. So let me use this property, main axis alignment, and main axis alignment is an object and dot. I'm going to use a property called center. So these widgets are going to be grouped in at the center. So let me show you. So you can see in the main axis only all the widgets have grouped at the center. And let me show you another property called end and run this. So in the main axis only all the widgets have grouped at end of the main axis. So let me use a property called space evenly. So you can see there is a space between all the objects. widgets. And when you need to stretch these widgets to end, you need to go for property called cross axis alignment. So first let me change this property to start. So let me use a property called cross axis alignment. Cross axis alignment property is used to control the cross axis. So cross axis alignment dot stretch, and see what happens if I save this. So all the widgets have stretched to the end. And let me use another property called start. Let me save and run this. So all the widgets have grouped at start of the cross axis alignment. So let me use a property called center. See, in the main axis all the widgets are grouped at the top, and in the cross axis all the widgets are grouped at the end. And let me replace this to end. So you can see this is the end of main axis, and all the widgets are at left side of the main axis. So it means all the widgets are arranged in the cross axis. So you can add any number of rows inside column, or you can add column inside a row. So for example, let me add a row widget inside column widget, and I'm going to add some widgets. So I'm using a property called children, and in that I'm using text widget and giving some name as widget 1, and add a comma, and I'm going to add another text widget. Say widget 2. So this is a row is going to add in this column widget. So let's save and run this and see what happens. These two widgets have arranged in the main axis. So if you want to give some space between this, or you have to control this main axis, you need to use a property called main axis property. Main axis alignment dot space evenly. So you can see the space between these two objects. You can add column, or you can add row inside the column. So do experiment on creating different layouts with different properties in the row widget and column widget. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and like.